What's good, guys? I am Mr. Freeze Cheese, and today I'm going to be showing my PvP Night Stalker subclass guide and how this is going to be effective in PvP. Now we're going to jump straight into this, and what's going to happen is I've structured this video so that I'm going to show you my actual things that I've spec'd into, what I've picked, explain my reasoning behind this, and then the gameplay will start queuing, so you're going to see how effective this actually works. Now for the grenade, I've stuck with the Void Wall grenade, so let's just read the description. A grenade that creates a horizontal wall of burning void light. Now, I find this extremely effective when I'm in those situations where someone is literally right around the corner and I want to flush them out. Literally throwing this grenade will create this wall, and what it's going to do is it will continuously make ticks damage over time for whoever's actually inside it, and it's going to flush them out of there. They will not stay in there once this is thrown. Trust me, I've played around with this. This works really, really well. I would definitely try this. Obviously, you can go for the spike grenade and the vortex grenade, but this is actually really fun to use. The fun factor for this is really, really high, and it is effective. Once you flush them out of there, you get the chance to finish them off. They're there just trying to jump around. They're trying to get out of there, but you've got the chance to finish them off. So this is really, really good. I'll definitely give this a try. But again, give these two a try depending on your play style. But this one really does the trick for me. So let's have a look at how this works. Throw the first one, kills him. The other one's trapped. They can't move. Finish him off. Alright, next we have our standard jump. Nothing new in this tree. I like to use a triple jump simply for the fact that I can jump higher and use my shadow shot at a more effective range. Alright, so the shadow shot really is a no-brainer. Just go down and pick the quiver. Fire shadow shot up to 3 times. Void anchors have reduced range. Don't even worry about the reduced range, because if you've got the accuracy, this thing will travel halfway across the map and still get them. Honestly. So remember, 3 shots equals 3 kills. Also, it's worth mentioning that even if you don't hit someone with this, it will still tether them. And what this means is that if they are next to the actual shot that you fired, even if it hasn't hit them directly, the effects of it will still apply to them. That means if they are next to it, they will not be able to use their supercharge. If they're also next to it, they can't use their grenades. And finally, they can't even jump. They are sitting there like ducks, waiting to be fried and eaten on a Sunday night. Here's a glimpse of how you can actually use this. Alright, next up we have our smoke grenade. Now on default, without any upgrades, the smoke can basically stick to a surface, stick to someone even, and what it will do is it will disorientate their screen, so their screen is going to be very blurred, and whilst this is happening at the same time, their radar will also not be present for them, so they're going to be really, really confused, and they're going to find it really hard to escape. And at the same time, they are also slowed down, so that means no movement, no map, and their screen is disorientated, and this makes it really easy to kill them. And so I would use the Envenom perk simply for the fact that it gives you extra damage within the smoke for the enemies. So whilst this is all happening with the default effect of the smoke, they're also taking extra masses of damage, and this is going to make it so easy to actually finish them off. So I'll definitely go for this. You could use Vanishing Smoke, although the problem is with this effect, the smoke actually doesn't last for that long. It lasts for maybe a few seconds at most. It can be effective, you will see in the gameplay, but consistency wise, I would stick with the Envenom perk. And finally we have the snare. I don't really see much of a point in using this. Allow smoke to stick to surfaces, detonating when enemies are near. um, I haven't really used this actually, to be honest, but it is sort of implying that this can detonate whilst you're not there, but you want to be there when it happens so you can finish them off. So I would definitely stick with the Envenom perk. So stick the smoke bomb, they get debuffed, they're taking damage, then go for the kill. Now this column over here and this column over here are completely up to you guys. I would like to use, and I'll continue with using, toughness and speed. Speed just because of the fact that I feel like this class rotates around agility, getting to places fast, being able to use all your abilities quicker. And toughness because I like to take a lot of damage before dying, because nobody likes to die and that sucks. For this column I just chose Way of the Drifter because I just like to have all my attributes boosted up a little bit, just to be a bit more well-rounded. So I would stick with this. However, Way of the Fearless and Way of the Nomad are completely optional. Alright, now this is going to depend if you're a solo player or if you like to play as a team. I go with this, the Lockdown. So essentially my Void Wall Grenade and my smoke effects will just last twice as long. So anyone affected by these is they're gonna have a harder time trying to get out basically. So I like to stick with this just to cause more havoc. If you play as a team, then I would go for this. Killing tethered targets creates orbs of light for your allies. You know, once your allies have got their supercharge, they can make more orbs for you. You can make more orbs for them. It's a nice little cycle of getting supers quicker, but that's left up to you. Then you've got Courage of the Pack. This is just going to increase attributes for everyone on your team. You could do this, but I find it more consistent trying to get kills, so I just really go for this. And finally, the Shade Step. Now this has really revolutionized the way that this class works. You guys will see in a minute in the gameplay that this has really become a natural thing for me. I really use this without even intending to use it anymore. I don't think, oh, let me Shade Step. I just do it. It's just something that's natural now. I just continuously do it. So essentially you just kind of roll away from any enemies or any fire, and it is so good. Really, there's no other way to put this. This thing over here is like the next Blink. Maybe that's an overstatement, but you can be the judge of that. So you simply just tap the circle button and then you roll away. It's really effective when trying to get out of the shooting zone, as you guys can see. Taking damage, roll. Now if you've got the Graviton Forfeit, this will actually grant you Shade Step for free. Meaning, you don't have to spec into this. You can afford to use either the Keen Scout perk or the Predator perk. Now if you can afford to wait, because what this will basically do is once you fire the Shadow Shot, it will stick to a surface and wait for the prey, and then once you've stepped on it, it will trigger the effect. However, waiting is wasting for someone like me. I like to get into the action. But you know, if you're patient, that's left up to you, then good for you. But if you like something a little bit more spicy, then I would use the Keen Scout. Sprint and sneak faster, gain enhanced tracker, and the ability to mark targets you damage. Now, the marking ability is what makes this remarkable. If you shoot someone, there will be a red crosshair on your map, and it will basically follow and mark itself on the person that you've just shot, and you guys are seeing this in the gameplay. And at the same time you can sprint and sneak faster, so two birds with one stone. The enhanced tracker basically just lets you see materials and chests on your map, so that's a PvE thing. So yeah, two birds with one stone, go for it. And here's how this works. Once you've damaged the enemy, you will see the crosshair on your screen marking the enemy, and then you can go for the kill. So that's it from me then. Leave a comment down so I can see what you guys actually use. I'd be really interested to find that out. Give me some feedback as well if you guys don't mind. I really would be more enthusiastic to upload more often. It's pretty fun making videos. So thanks for watching. Peace.